Alright, so let me mark this minion though before I lose it. Add on further scroll down line that draws 3D markers over crafting stations. I don't think I need that. Okay. Alright, let's see. Bigger inventory now. Okay. So I want to go get my, where's that video? That's Steam. Where to go?
Will be companion gear in there, and companion gear is pretty hard to come by, especially good companion gear. So the sooner you get your companion and have it alongside you while you're playing, the sooner it's going to be leveled up, the sooner it's going to be fully kitted out with good gear, right? So you want to go ahead and grab that companion right away. Not to mention they're fun to have around. They have a personality, they comment on things you do, and that leads us to the next question. Right now there's 6 companions in the game, with there is a definite community favorite, and that's going to be Ember. Ember can be found right here in Theoggiedoggie. You go to Theoggiedoggie, you'll see her standing out there doing her quests. It will unlock her. It takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes to knock that quest out. Very quick. The reason you're playing, the sooner it's going to be leveled up, the sooner it's going to be fully kitted out with good gear, right? So you want to go ahead and grab that companion right away. Not to mention, the game yet would have no idea I should start off by doing, and that is grab my companion. And the reason for that is your companion is going to level alongside you, but only if you went and unlocked your companions first. And they're also going to get gear. Gear is pretty alongside you while you're playing, the sooner it's going to be leveled up, the sooner it's going to be fully kitted out with good gear, right? So you want to go ahead and grab that companion right away. Not to mention they're fun to have around. They have personality, they comment on things you do, and that leads us to the next question. Right now there's 6 companions in the game, with there is a definite community favorite, and that's going to be Ember. Ember can be found right here in Theoggiedoggie. You go
High Isle. Okay. I need to find a ship.
Theoggiedoggie, you'll see her standing out there, do her quests. It will unlock her. It takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes to knock that quest out. Very quick. The reason Ember is a community favorite is because she's the cat with the personality of a golden retriever. I mean, no matter what you want to do, she thinks it's the best idea ever. She is there for it. She gets excited about every little thing, right? She's just a good vibe when you're playing the game. Now, you can't upset her if you get caught doing crime, right? She's okay with you doing crime, which a lot of companions aren't. It's going to negatively impact your rapport with them. And if you get good rapport with them, it unlocks benefits. It unlocks passives and things like that that are really nice to have. And so the rapport system and being able to max out your rapport with a companion is important. And because she loves so much and she dislikes so little, she's also happens to be one of the easiest companions to max out your rapport with. So for all of those reasons, she ends up being the community favorite. And again, if you want to get her, grab her at Tor Dryad. And if you don't have High Isle, but you do have Blackwood, you can come here and you can grab either Miri at the Doom Vault, Volpina's up here.
Is that gonna get me there? Oh, that guy bumped me. Dang it. There we go. We're gonna get our companion. Okay. Let's see.
Unlocks benefits, it unlocks passives and things like that that are really nice to have. And so the rapport with them, companions aren't. It's going to negatively impact your rapport.
And down here we need to go over here. Right? What it looks like. Where's my box of tissues? Where'd they go? There they are. Okay. And then we can just ride a horse over there. Okay.
With them. And if you get good rapport with them, it unlocks benefits. It unlocks passives and things like that that are really nice to have. And so the rapport system and being able to max out your rapport with a companion is important. And because she loves so much and she dislikes so little, she's also happens to be one of the easiest companions to max out your rapport with.
Over
so
here,
for all of those
I
reasons,
could
she
use
ends
your
up being
help.
the community favorite. And again, if you want to get her, grab her at Tor Dryad. And if you don't have High Isle, but you do have Blackwood, you can come here and you can grab either Miri at the Doom Vault, Volpina's up here, or you could come down here and grab Bastion at Deepscorn Hollow. These two are probably the most picky of the companions because they were the first two. These are the two that were made, and then the devs learned like, oh, people don't like it when the companions are complaining all the time. So every companion they made after these two complains a lot less, likes a lot more, it gets along with you a lot easier. And then there's some companions that were added. Necrom, you can find one right outside of town here in the Telmani Peninsula. That's going to be Sharp as Night. He's like the Jason Bourne-esque one. He forgot his memory. He's a really cool character. He's a pretty cool vibe to have around. And then you've got in Apocrypha here, right in this town here, you can go and grab grab Azandar. He's kind of your crazy uncle type of figure. He's an Arcanist, and you might be missing a few more. He's a little bit all over the place. So those are also great companions to grab. Ultimately, you can grab all of them, and you can unlock all of their passives, and that's something you're probably going to want to do in the long term, but in the short term, it's never a bad idea to just grab one right away and make sure you have it out with you while you're exploring. If you don't come into your companion menu, right here, come into your collections menu. You can find that at the top right here, collections, and then click allies, companions, and make sure you pull up the companion.
Get away from me, stupid thing!
They are not out and by your side. They are not getting experience, and they're not getting gear, right? If they're just tucked away in your menu system somewhere, and
Okay,
you
we'll get
actually
this
physically present.
Way
they're not gonna be
shrine,
leveled
then
up
we'll
with
go.
you. So be sure to slot them on your slot wheel, and then be sure to pull them out. Another thing to be aware of is when you talk to your companion and you go to your companion menu, you'll notice that they have skills, and their skill lines are going to have guilds. Right? We have Fighter's Guild, Mage's Guild, Undaunted Guild, and in order to level
away
these up
from
and
me,
unlock
stupid
the
thing!
skills at the bottom, you have to do dailies for each of these guilds with the companion out when you turn the daily in. So when you do a Fighter's Guild daily, when you do a Mage's Guild daily, when you do an Undaunted Guild daily, make sure that you pull your companion out before you go and talk to the NPC so that your companion gets credit for it and you level up their guilds as well. But now that you've got your companion of choice, the next thing I'm going to say to do is head to Western Skyrim. So you're going to teleport to the Solitude Docks Way Shrine right here. It's the only one you're going to have unlocked right now. So head over to the nearest Way Shrine. After you grab your companion, right click on the map to zoom out, then click on Western Skyrim and click on the Way Shrine over there. Now that you're in Skyrim with your companion, let's go ahead and run up into the Town of Solitude. You're going to spawn here, you're going to follow this path and run up into town. Alright, once you get into the Town of Solitude, go ahead and grab this Way Shrine on your way over here to the Antiquarian Circle. This is what we came here for. This is going to unlock the Antiquities Guild, which is going to allow us to scry and excavate things such as treasure, which we're going to be able to sell for a lot of gold, or mythic items, which we're going to be able to equip and make our character a lot stronger, or even furniture for our house. So we unlock the Way Shrine by walking close to it, and then we run over here to the Antiquarian Guild, will be behind this door right here. If we look at the door, it says Antiquarian Circle. We come inside and
okay. Here, make it right here. Yep.
Yeah!
Get back here, you stupid thing! I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you look like someone who's good at cleaning up messes. I've got a big one for you, if you're up for it. I'd pay you for your time. But I need someone quick on their feet. This mess is turning into a crisis.
What's going on?
I was experimenting with a spell while my mentor, Magister Iran, was away. But the magic went awry. If it doesn't get dealt with, it's going to spread beyond this area and harm a bunch of innocent people. I can't fix it on my own, so I need help.
Okay, hold on. What's going on here? Why is it not working? Okay, let's see if we can snooze it. We'll snooze it for 2 hours. How can I help?
I need to develop a counterspell. But first, the protective wards around the area need to be restored by someone other than myself, so I don't taint the magic. That's where you come in. Like I said, if you help, I can pay.
I'll help you.
Hold still. You'll need this unless you want to spend the next few hours as a sheep. Not as glamorous as it sounds. And here, take these crystals. You'll need them to restore the wards. The first one is in the meadow just up the hill to the north.
What do these wards normally do?
Mostly they serve to keep errant magic inside Tordriak's boundaries. You know, the standard 3 points of protection thing. Unfortunately, my spell kicked those wards in the teeth. They're not protecting anything now.
Why can't you restore them yourself?
The spell I created has my magical mark on it, if that makes sense. There are certain types of magic that can be affected by their creator, intentionally or not. Messing with forces already attuned to you can have unpredictable results.
So if you try restoring the wards, it might make things worse?
Exactly. Magic is powerful and great and all that, but it can be pretty sensitive. Fussy, Magister Irin likes to say. And since my spell is already wreaking havoc across Tordreak, I'd rather not take any unnecessary risks while fixing it.
Who are you?
The name's Ember. Well, technically it's a nickname, but it's all I use. I'm Magister Irin's apprentice. I think he regrets taking me on sometimes, but he's got a big heart. He saw that I had no formal training and told me to come here to learn.
Where is here exactly?
This is Tordreak. There's a big wizard's tower. You can't miss it.
I
I've been
think
living
I've
there
ever
with
been to
Magister
High
Irin,
Isle.
plus a few people who keep up the grounds and the tower itself. All of whom have been affected by my spell, I'd guess.
Remind me what I need to do again?
All you have to do is place those crystals I gave you on the 3 protective wards. It'll be easy, I promise.
What will you be doing?
Mostly trying to keep anything with ill intent away from you. My errant spell seems to be affecting the creatures around Tordreak in all kinds of ways. Things that were once docile might be a little, grumpy right now. I'll meet you in the meadow.
Okay. Okay. We'll get her and then we're gonna go do the Writhing wall.
Here we are. I'm going to cast a purifying spell while you take the crystals so nothing disturbs us. That's one ward restored. Let's go fix the next. I really should have paid more attention to Magister Irin when he was explaining how these protective wards work. I should have paid more attention to him in general, actually. The next one is in the glade. It's just across the way to the west.
Will restoring them make everything normal?
Unfortunately, no. The wards are just to keep the unstable magic inside the bounds of Tordrea. That way, I can work on a counterspell without worrying about the original spell spreading.
How did you know about the wards in the first place?
Magister Irin made sure I knew what they were and what purpose they served as soon as he took me on as an apprentice. He wanted me to be familiar with as much of Tordreak as possible, or at least the parts that keep it safe.
Okay, where's the next one?
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
That was the big gator. Where are we going over here? Yeah. I should be right on top of it. Oh, there it is, right there.
Oh, you're a natural. Maybe you should have been Magister Irin's apprentice.
next one.
This is the last one. Let's get this over with. That's all the wards. Let's talk outside. I need to figure out what to do next.
That's all? Just a simple route? Okay. Hey, Victor.
I know my rogue spell is to blame for most of the weirdness happening around Tordreok, but it almost seems like these damned moats are becoming dangerous. They're doing more than just mischievous magic. Ugh, fish biscuits. I need to figure this out.
I just put a new sensor on. What did you just say? Fish biscuits. I need to figure. Why would they turn dangerous?
I'm not sure. The moats aren't new. They're always hanging around Tordreok. I think they're drawn to places like this. But there was nothing in my spell that should have made them act malevolent. And there are a lot more around than usual.
Should we do something?
Yes, I can make traps to contain them, but I'm still worried about their behavior. While I work on the traps, could you head into the tower and look to Magister Iren's things? He might have a book with more information about the moats.
Okay, I'll go look.
See if you can find anything in the tower about the moats. I'll meet you there and start on the traps.
This is ridiculous. I knew Magister Iren should never have taken in a mangy cat like you.
Relax, Huldressa. I'm working on it.
You better work fast, because when Magister Iren... What the... Oh!
I forgot to put an enchantment on Huldressa to protect her from the magic. Oh, don't look at me like that. It wasn't on purpose. Oh, these moats are becoming a real knot in my tail. I'll work on these traps while you rifle through Magister Iren's things.
What just happened?
One of those moats got to her. Thankfully, it was just one of the mischievous ones. It turned her into a guar. Don't worry, it's just an illusion. She'll be disoriented but unharmed. In fact, I think some time as a reptile might be good for her.
Just keep far away. Okay. Ugh. Are you sure your traps will work on the moats?
I think so. I'm using a variation of something I was already working on. I enchanted a bit of silver for each of them. The original idea was an olive branch for Huldressa, a spell that cleans up dust. My magicka practice kicks up a lot of the stuff, so I wanted to make something that would help her out a bit. I'll make the traps using the same design.
Do you not like her?
To be fair, she didn't like me first. When Magister Erin took me in, Huldressa didn't waste any time deciding I was a no-good street urchin who's too impulsive for her own good. She's not entirely wrong, but she never even gave me a chance.
What does the magistrate's Erin say about it?
Magister Erin knows what he signed up for. Taking me on, I'll admit it's no small feat, but he's never judged me for being the way I am, which is why I don't want to disappoint him by ruining his tower with unhinged magic.
Alright, I'll
He
go
does a
search.
lot. I forgot to put an enchantment on Huldressa to protect her from the magic. I'll get to work on the traps for the mobs. Good thoughts only.
Britain Streetlight? Cool. Upstairs or downstairs? I told Maurice that I would look at some of the more scholarly students writing an enchantment, chanting wood for shipbuilding. This area of study could be quite fruitful given the archipelago's seafaring culture. Great preserves, okay. Learn that. Lore book. Sorrows of the Wind. Black Amber. Let us look through everything else first. Pattern, book stack, well read. Okay, let's put it in the basement.
You in here? Did you find anything useful about the moats?
Find me her to open it. Okay.
I finished the traps. Once we set them up, they should take care of the moats. Then I can sort out the livestock in Huldressa, and at some point create a counterspell to fix everything for good. Did you learn anything useful?
I found a book that mentions a wind spirit associated with the moats in this area.
Oh, I read that one, with the wind sorrow lady, right? Oh, what if my spell disturbed her and that's why the moats are acting up? That's troubling, and also a problem for future Ember. Let's focus on one thing at a time. Or two things, actually.
Which are?
The traps are finished, but the livestock and Huldressa are still a problem. I want to figure out a way to return them all to their natural forms before the illusion does any damage. Could you set the traps while I do that?
Where should I set them?
Here, I'll mark some places to set the traps. They're in a pack by the work tables outside. While you do that, I'll figure out how to fix the livestock and Hildressa. Then I can work on my counterspell. Meet me by the livestock pens when you're done.
I'll set the traps.
Good luck setting up the traps. I'll meet you by the livestock pens when you're
I
finished.
thought we were going to go into that. Library. Silver milk traps. Take them. Okay. Here somewhere. Decorative wax? Interesting.
All right, let's get you two back to your regular chicken selves. Ha! I knew it would work. Run along, ladies. You're back! The traps worked, didn't they? See? I told you I know what I'm doing. Mostly. Speaking of which, I think I figured out a way to return the livestock to their original forms.
How?
I made something. I know it looks like a spoon, but, well, technically it is a spoon, but I enchanted it. And I call it the Spoon of Undo. I just tested it on those chickens. It removes the illusions perfectly.
Why is it so important to remove the illusion from the livestock?
Normally I wouldn't bother, but illusions can be disorienting and cause terrible headaches. I don't want any of the animals suffering while I come up with my counterspell. Oh, and Hildressa. I suppose I don't really want her suffering either.
What can I do?
Here, take the Spoon of Undo. If you could run around and fix the livestock and Hildressa, that will give me a chance to finally whip up this counterspell. By the time you're finished, I'm sure I'll have something figured out.
I'll take your enchanted spoon and help the livestock. You go do your thing.
Just look around for people making animal noises. I'm sure they won't be hard to find. And tell them I'm sorry when you change them back, would you? As for... I'll be in the tower working on the counterspell. Come find me when you're done.
multiple markers. I'm gonna run out of room here. I don't know why that skeleton didn't work.
Was I just a guar? This is... Oh, I feel strange. It was quite unpleasant. Thank you for saving me. I know I'm nothing to gawk at, but I prefer to look like this instead of a guar.
Are you alright now?
Alright, alright. She made me look like a guar. What do you think?
You act like a
I
guar.
told Magister Aaron that Ember was trouble the moment she showed up. Trouble, I said. But did he listen?
Amber and I are working to sort things out here.
There wouldn't be anything to work out if that careless Khajiit would listen more and mind her elders. She's brash and often quite rude. Why am I standing here talking to you? I'm going back to my kitchen, and I may just have a glass of brandy.
Fish biscuits. That wasn't right.
I assume Huldressa is back to her charming self? I've run into a problem. I have good news and bad news. The good news is that I've nearly finished my counterspell, but I need to find a tome called The Mirrored Way to complete it. I know Magister Aaron has it, but it's not with the rest of his books. That's the bad news.
Why is that the bad news?
Because if the Mirrored Way isn't with the rest of his things, it's probably locked away in his arcane library. The library he specifically forbids me from entering. The tome I need has to be in there. Without it, I can't make the counterspell.
What should we do? Why don't I go in there?
Magister Aaron has warned me not to enter his library 1,000 times. But these are special circumstances. There will probably be some magical traps inside meant to keep me out. So I'll need your help getting the book while I deal with them.
Right.
Once we find the Mirrored Way in Magister Aaron's library, I can... Not sure. I picked the lock on the place as soon as I figured out he didn't want me getting in there. He's since put up protections and told me to stay out unless I have his permission. I'm sure he's got some kind of ward or barrier set up.
You were able to enter just by picking a lock?
It wasn't hard. Mages like Magister Irin tend to think in very magical ways. They'll put magic reinforcements over every inch of a place, but forget a few pins and a good ear can foil them. And to be fair to him, I'm a very good lockpick.
How'd you get so good?
Necessity. I wasn't exactly raised in the lap of luxury. Not even in the lap of genteel poverty, for that matter. You get good at things like that if you don't want to be hungry. Or caught by guards or angry merchants. Follow me. The library's downstairs. Give me just a moment to pick the lock. All right, let's get in and out as quick as we can. I don't sense anything. Maybe the old man was bluffing. Fish biscuits!
I warned you, Ember.
This spell is specifically targeting me. I'll figure out a way down. You just focus on getting the book.
The mirrored way, there it is. So let's flip through all the books. See if we get any bonuses. Scroll the mirrored way, weave a twisting path, and had led many an overzealous acolyte to damage, despair, and even death. Beware, to read further you must know the secret incantation of the mirrored way.
That's it! You got it! Now, let's get out of here before I set off something else.
Nothing to pick up? That's not fair. Where is she?
Magister Irin really didn't want me getting in there, huh? I have to admire the dedication. I didn't know the old man had it in him. He had something to target me specifically. What a sneaky old goat. Good thing I had you with me. You managed to get the book, right? Let me see it.
Here, take it.
Let me take a look. No, not that. That would be bad. What about this? Oh, here it is. It's Amahan ist Exis, not Gahan Amexis is. Good thing I checked. See? That's personal growth right there.
What does that even mean?
2 different arcane glyphs. They do entirely different things when written and pronounced aloud. The second one is what I need for my counterspell. Now, all that's left is to get to the old ritual circle and cast this. I'll need your help again.
Of course you will. Ready when you are.
The counterspell should set everything right in Tordreyak. Things will be just as Magister Irin left them, and I won't have to face his furrowed brow. I'll need your help at the ritual site. Casting a spell this big is a 2-person job.
Why can't you cast it here?
The old ritual circle is a place of power, and I'm going to need all the help I can get. I plan to draw on the magic there to help strengthen my counterspell. Magister Irin told me about it. This probably isn't how he wanted to implement the lesson.
Do you think the Windsorrow spirit is actually here?
Maybe? Old tales and myths always start from some truth at some point in time. The moats around here seem to be affected by more than my spell, is all I'm saying. I always expect the worst. I find it helpful.
So what do you think we might find at the ritual site?
If luck is with us, maybe just some irritated wildlife we can deal with as we've done before. Or some of the bolder moats. But if there is some truth to the ancient tales, then maybe we find some sort of really cranky wind spirit. The ritual circle is just up the hill. I'll meet you there.
I'm already on my way. Recipe for Frida's night infusion. Okay. Okay. Tower full of trouble.
I'm here. First, we need to set the ritual flames. There's 3 around the site. Light the 3 ritual flames here. I'll get the ones on the altar.
Disturb not my rest, foul creatures.
That's all, huh?
Almost there. It's done! The spell is set. Follow me. We should be able to see it materialize. Any second now. We did it! Come on, let's get back to the tower.
conditions. I was turned into a guar. A guar!
Of course, Huldressa. I promise to address the situation.
See that you do.
Huldressa sold me out, didn't she?
Well, so, you were witness to the events here, and as I understand it, you had a hand in bringing them to an end. For that, I thank you. And if you'll indulge me, I do have a few lingering questions. What in the world happened?
Amber had a spell go awry.
I don't know what I expected, leaving her to her own devices here, even temporarily. Ember and Trouble are old friends. I can still feel the repercussions of this spell gone awry, as you say. Do I have you to thank for rectifying it?
No, Amber. Amber already had an idea how to fix it before I got here. I just helped.
I see. As trying as she can be, she truly is a talented mage. She can be impatient, but given her natural inclination to magic, it's understandable. I always knew I was perhaps not the best teacher for her.
What do you mean?
I took her in because I knew I couldn't leave someone as skilled and impulsive as her to her own devices. But I have neither the time nor aptitude to teach her properly. It's my own failing. Speak to her, would you? I must collect my thoughts.
I'll talk to her.
Don't worry. Ember isn't in any trouble. While I am not pleased about my traumatized cook, I must concede that everything is back in order and the consequences of Ember's magic weren't dire. Still, I must consider what to do now.
Is Ember a difficult student?
I don't mean to give the impression that Ember is incapable of learning. That's not the case. She's a bright mage, one of the brightest. Everything I've taught her, she's taken to like flame to parchment. Therein lies the problem.
How so?
Well, just like a flame, Ember wants to devour everything around her. Her appetite for knowledge is ceaseless. That's good quality in a mage, but not necessarily one I'm equipped to deal with. By my own admission, I'm methodical, cautious. By the books.
Oh, my eyes are watering. Okay. And Ember isn't?
Exactly right. Ember needs someone who can keep up with her. Someone who thrusts themselves headlong into adventure so that she may temper herself and her magic beside them. Perhaps when I was younger, I could have been that for her, but not now.
Hey, you! Let's talk while Magister Irin collects his thoughts. I thought Magister Irin would be as mad as a wet dragon, but he looks amused. It's probably because he's wanted to turn Huldressa into a guar at some point. He just won't admit it. And the fact that we fixed it all before he got here helped.
You think he'll push you harder at your magic studies?
Well, I've been thinking. I'm grateful to Magister Irin, but sitting and reading about magic has little appeal to me. This whole thing just proved to me that I'm too restless here. I want to do magic, not just study it. Go on adventures, see things.
Are you saying you want to leave Draik?
I think it's time. I've been given good training here, but I still have a lot to learn. For me, the best teachers are curiosity and experience. I learn best by doing, so I need to get out in the world and continue my training.
So what's next for Ember the Sorcerer?
Ember the Sorcerer. I like the sound of that. But that can come later. First, take this. It's not much, but you deserve it. I think we made a good team today. If you ever need a sorcerer who has your back, let me know. We'd have some fun. Magister Irin, I'm grateful for your teachings and your patience. But I think it's time for me to move on.
The world is an excellent teacher for one of your talents, Ember. Do write me occasionally.
I should go pack my things. And say goodbye to Huldressa. Not a chance.
I can't summon the ones, even the ones that I have. Because I have to do their quest first, so, but I can do hers, so.
I think it'll be good for Ember to see more of Tamriel. I know she traveled a good deal before coming to me, but as she tells it, it was not always enlightening.
What's going on?
Let's talk about our partnership.
Sure, I guess. Anything specific in mind?
How do you feel? Tell me something about yourself.
I'm not a fan of dogs. They smell and drool too much. Werewolves are even worse because they're the same, only bigger and chattier. Need something?
Equipment. She's got no equipment. Companion outfit. Destructive blast and quick fix. Healing and path, okay.
Hey you, everything alright?
Let's talk about a partnership.
Alright. But can we do it fast?
How do you feel about a friendship?
Things are good. You put up with me, which is more than I can say for most.
Okay. Alright, so now we can get back to... Let's go... Where were we? Let's see, quest. No. There we go. Look there. Already done. There we go. And then we gotta figure out where we gotta go to get in on the living wall. Let's see, is there any hints here? New subscriber, Julian Fisher. Okay, so where is... Google. To begin the battle for the Writhing Wall event, you need to accept the starting quest, support the Fellowship. You can do it in the Crown Source with Activity Finder, speaking the Squirt of the Night. Okay, that's Crown Store. Events. No, not that. Oh, we were gonna look at houses too. I need to buy a house. But, okay, let's see, daily rewards. No, not yet. surprised I haven't gotten any events. Don't want furniture. Events should be quest starters. Room to spare. Studying discipline. Surviving. Activity. Where's the quest though? Support the fellowship. There we go. Quest starters. Let's see quest start. Okay, it's down here. Okay, it was a different tab. Well, we got a lot of things we can pick up. Okay, let's get started with this. Squirt of the Knife called me to help aid the war effort against the worm cult. The Sturgeon Fellowship established camps along the Writhing wall and solstice to hold back the cultists. They need material support in order to break through the wall. This is the event quest for the Battle of... Okay. We're gonna do some home tours later because I want another house. We get one I looked at. Mary Vine Estate. House of the Summit. Let's look at this one. I want something that I can set up crafting stations and big enough to hold a lot of that stuff. Because I got a lot of smaller houses, but now that I have some... I apologize for the inconvenience. A recent essential tool update may have caused the community app to stop working. Next time they open a potential unsafe URL. We'll just bookmark this. 1 minute setup for the central housing community. Okay, let's bookmark that. Alright. Now let's look around here. Okay, there's a little bit of room down here. Let's see what's upstairs. That's it. Oh. Well, that didn't give us much to look at. What's other? Twin Arches, apartments, snug pod, Moon Mirth House, Craig Home, Bungalow, Mixed Garret, Crocodile Jungle House, oh, these are the smaller ones. No, we want something bigger. This one might be. Let's take a look at that. Preview. Okay. A little bit of a courtyard. I like that. A little stable. Okay. Hopefully it's roomy in here. Maybe, but table. Okay. Bed, but 2 beds. Close the door. Anything set up in the courtyard? No? I like all the space outside. You can set up a lot out here. Okay. How do you... Says eat bread quickly, but...
Yeah!
Attention. There's 2 blow kisses. Alright, we'll do... Let's continue. Okay, so we need to go... Where's the crafting room? We want to go over here. Where are we? Okay. He's got a horse, that's good.
Yeah!
for it. There's 3, 4, there it is. Certified crafters, we want your wares, armor, bows, jewelry, robes. Why don't I have what is it? Where's the crafting grit? That's this was the crafting grit. Why is it not
I've seen
doing
dozing Argonians move faster than that.
my other add-on ruin my crafting? Because I should be able to get writs and be able to fill them in. Okay. I was trying to, maybe not enough time's passed since I did them yesterday. Okay, so we need to find. There we go.
Attacks by the worm cult spread
Hello,
across Tamriel.
unknown.
The alliances met on Stirk Island and formed a fellowship to fight back. My orders are to transport anyone to Stirk who's brave enough to help out.
I'm ready to
If you
go.
want to go.
Getting ready to do the Writhing Wall, the new community event that's going on, and leveling up this Necro.
The Fellowship calls for aid.
I think we need to talk to him first.
Welcome to the front lines, pal. If If you want to help the war effort, you came to the right spot. The Sturk Fellowship needs the help of every elf, cat, lizard, or handsome orc we can get. We can't wipe out the worm cult without it.
Who's fighting back and how?
We call ourselves the Sturk Fellowship. The guilds and Tamriel's 3 alliances joined forces to stop the worm cult. We tracked them to an island called Solstice. The cultists are hiding behind a necromantic wall. We need help to break through.
Yeah, I got a Nightblade too. Well, it's been years since I played ESO. I just started playing again like 2 days ago. I do have a Nightblade, and I just created the Necro, so he's only 2 days old. What kind of help do you need?
As much supplies, weapons, and armor as we can send. Our soldiers have to fend off worm cult attacks until they can break through the writhing wall. But that's costly. Want to join the cause? The Fellowship pays well, and you can smash cultists.
Alright, I'll help with the war.
The Fellowship uses Sturk to coordinate supply shipments from all over Tamriel. You should meet the people in charge. They'll explain the available jobs. Head northeast and talk with Razumdar. He keeps a close eye on our general supplies.
He's like everywhere, Razum. What's the story with the worm cult?
Bunch of ugly necromancers who used to serve some guy named Manimarco. A while back, they tried to pull Nirn into Cold Harbor as a favor to Molag Bal. Everyone thought the worm cult was pretty much wiped out. But they came back.
They came back?
The cult launched surprise attacks all across Tamriel, killed Guildmaster Merrick of the Fighters Guild, and captured Vanus Galarian of the Mages Guild. They've got devices that take your soul when you die. Soul Reapers. Nasty stuff.
Oh, I hate that when your internet provider it has issues and stuff, and you can't get online, or you're in the middle of, I've been in the middle of streaming a game and have my internet go out for 24 hours, and that sucks. Tell me more about Sturk.
It's made up of soldiers from the 3 alliances, plus the mages and fighters guilds. We joined forces to deal with the return of the worm cult. The cultists picked a fight with everyone, so here we are. Who knew it would lead to all this? I named it. Me and some others convinced the alliances to help out on this very island. Now I keep the supplies flowing to Solstice. Logistics, coordination, it's not really my thing. But I'm real good at threatening people to get things done.
And I didn't know this writhing wall event was getting ready to go on. I know they usually do a Halloween event, but I didn't know this was, I guess this is a big deal, this writhing wall. What should I know about the writhing wall?
Well, it's a big wall, made of soul energy that, writhes. Look, magic stuff is a real pain in my tusks. I knock heads and smash teeth. That's why I like the Meridian lens. It'll shatter that wall when ready. Breaking things is my style.
Fine, then catch me up on the Meridian lens.
It'll focus the light of Meridia through magical glass or something. Once we bring it up to full strength, the energy should burn right through the writhing wall. I'm kind of hoping the whole wall explodes. Damn, that would feel good.
Okay, so where are we going now? Razumdar. Is he here? No, so where do we gotta go? No, okay. Back to the boat. Oh, no, it's right here.
Greetings, Walker. With each new face at this camp, Raz's hope grows. So much helping and cooperation. Enough to make an old cat's heart feel warm. You wish to aid our war effort, yes?
Scordo sent me.
This one knows the benefits of strong defenses and dry claws. We keep the camp supplied with raw materials for keeping our soldiers happy, comfortable, and secure. Raz greatly appreciates any job you can fulfill.
It'd be my honor to help out the Fellowship.
Raz loves such enthusiasm. He will make sure the soldiers know the names of those who support them. Speak to Quartermaster Norwalne. She can describe the available jobs. Gather the materials she needs and come back. Then you'll get paid. First, this one has a couple of deliveries if you would. A lumber shipment for the new watchtower at the island center. Then, take some furs to Walks in Ash at the crafting tent south of here. She gets angry at Ross when she has to wait.
Yeah, God, it's been probably at least 3 years since I played ESO. I quit playing ESO and started playing Destiny. But Destiny's in such bad shape now, I came back to ESO. How's the Fellowship faring? How did you end up overseeing general supplies? Why build a watchtower? How'd you end up?
Occasionally, the Fellowship feels it cannot get something it needs. Raz does not believe in the concept of cannot get. He finds a way to supply what is needed, yes? That is why Prince Azah asked Raz to take charge of our supplies.
Forgive me for skipping past the formalities, but you seem like the rough-and-tumble sort I desperately need. As Quartermaster for the Sturk Fellowship, I must see to the restocking of our supplies, but I can only be in one place at a time.
What do you need?
Solstice's humidity takes a toll on our equipment and morale. If you were able to secure some creature fat for grease, we could better seal our supplies and waterproof our leathers. And we could sell any excess to replenish our poultry coffers.
Where can I get fat?
The Ebonheart Pact has given us permission to hunt their lands for trolls, aelits, guars, and kaguti. Hunt down these creatures wherever they roam and gather their fat. We'll go a long way in our efforts against the worm cult.
I'll gather creature fat.
Do try to return in one piece. The Sturk Fellowship may not be able to patch you up, considering how low on supplies we are. But I do my best, of course.
What sort of tasks do you offer?
The role of a quartermaster is to ensure our forces are properly supplied and our larders remain full. This requires a steady flow of goods and materials when the front lines are inaccessible to merchants.
Okay, so which? Whoop. Block 5,000 damage. That's Golden Pursuit. Take the lumber shipment and take the fur shipment. Goes ship for that too. Where's the shipment? What's the... What's the fellowship? Where's the... other quest? I always liked ESO. It just... trying to remember how to do a lot of this stuff again. It's... Where's the... Oh, pack creature fat. That's one. So they're both at this one? But where was the... Take the fur shipment. Where is the fur? Why would the lumber be here, but the... well, I guess. I like how many options there are and how the game lets you do silly things like this, you know, be a skeleton with a...
Where are you headed, traveler? We're about to set sail for distant shores.
Daggerfall, is that where I'm supposed to go? Let's see what... Okay. Okay. Yes, we
Looking for a way off this island?
Daggerfall. Well, Journal probably told me exactly what I needed to do. Okay. Whoop. So, journal. Pack.